rising storm. I'm forged in the fire, a new heart reborn. With every breath, with every stride, God, I'm your warrior, with you as my guide. Through the valleys of shadow, through the rising storm, I'm forged in the fire, a new heart reborn.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope all my unicorn warriors are doing fabulous and wonderful. Got an ambulance going by. I'm headed to work. It's kind of a last minute video, so y'all just bear with me. I had some updates on some stuff. Who all remembers the Melissa girl that did, yeah, she was on Robbie Harvey, and I think she went on Steph's Case Files live on TikTok, and I think she did talk to some other people or whatever, but we know that she was being sued by JP Diddy, I think for like $1 million or something stupid, you know. But apparently she might be getting sued again, allegedly. And we all know like my stance with Regina Ward, and got some more information about that too. Oh, about Melissa. Now, everything I say is alleged. I'm not gonna say I know these things as fact. This is just stuff I've kind of heard through some little birdies, but some of it pertains to Melissa and intertwines with Regina Ward. So let's see. So I guess Melissa allegedly, it says, newly surfaced emails and inconsistent statements raise serious questions about the credibility of Melissa McCarthy from Myrtle Beach. And then, dang, I won't be able to add this to the video because it's on my other phone that I have to be on Wi-Fi for. But this is a letter, and it's talking about the says I have a critical message that I need to report to the court and to Judge Arkansas on February 26, 2025. There's 6 pending cases, and I guess it's talking about the lawsuits with Melissa Pfeiffer, the lead of the Mica protest, talking about her and Allie and some other people that were in those lawsuits. And then it's pretty much just saying like frivolous and that says an email or letter from Melissa McCarthy, the what was she, like an attorney intern, or I don't know, she worked for an attorney's office, alleging that JP Miller, and this, okay, what that letter was talking about, the FBI investigation and the lawsuits to the protesters and things like that. And then says that she voluntarily, hold on, well, let me get parked to read this stuff to y'all, but I'll just go ahead and just talk about the other stuff that I know off the top of my head now. I did, well, I'm talking with someone, I'm not gonna say who, what, when, where, whatever, but I have been talking to somebody with inside information, and about Regina and what's his name? Be wrong. But apparently they do rub shoulders, which I've said that from the get-go, that, you know, and allegedly maybe even like drinking buddies, but they're all in the same crowd. Okay, it says accused Miller of witness tampering and harassment appears to have actively and voluntarily engaged with him through numerous emails contradicting her claims of unwanted communication. Even more alarming, her police report to the Myrtle Beach Police Department alleging Miller sent her an unwanted message asking her to provide false testimony, and now appears to be false under South Carolina law 16-17-722, which criminalizes knowingly filing false reports with law enforcement, that is, unless McCarry had produced real, I don't know, it cut off, but as an investigative journalist at the CC News Network, I sift through the facts to present the story from the middle, unbiased, unfiltered, and free from agenda. Any conclusions drawn are entirely your own. It says McCarry, who has publicly accused Miller of witness, I think it's witness intimidation or something. Like I said, it cuts off on some of it. The Myrtle Beach Police investigating J.P. Miller. Anybody know who this guy is? I don't know who that is. Some older guy. He don't look familiar to me. Hold on, I'll show y'all again. Anybody know who that is? Y'all see him? I don't know. Everyone loves to say the name. I like to say JP Diddy myself, but do they really know? I don't know. And then we got the emails, which I'm about to be parked at work so I can read them to y'all. Alright, so I got stopped. This says Miller requested false testimony. Instead, he encourages honesty, making McCarry's police report factually inaccurate. Alright, and then here's an email. Who is this from June 2nd, please? That's the title of the email, and the date on it is Friday, February 7th, 2025 at 7:32 p.m. It says, I see an interesting email on here, or address. Oh, and it's got True Crime Read too. Okay. It says, yes, ma'am, if you seriously show up and testify to all the horrible things you've seen, I seriously will bless you somehow, and I'll make sure you sound balanced and truthful. I personally am for protesting peacefully, and I'm sure you are too, but I won't let you get beat up by Regina. I'll object every time. PJP. I won't let you get beat up by Regina. That's interesting. Now this email is supposedly to Melissa McCarry, McCarty. That's interesting. If you seriously show up and testify to all the horrible things you've seen, I seriously will bless you somehow, and I'll make sure you sound balanced and truthful. I personally am for protesting peacefully, and I'm sure you are too, but I won't let you get beat up by Regina. I'll object every time. That's pretty interesting, y'all. Alright, and then claiming, and this is another article, claiming she received unwanted messages pressuring her to commit perjury, a claim contradicted by her own digital correspondence. However, multiple confirmed sources have stated that Judge Arkansas stated To all that were in his court last week for the special hearing, Mr. Miller has done nothing wrong, said the Honorable Christopher John Arkansas, Magistrate Judge. Under South Carolina law, knowingly filing a false police report is a criminal offense. Don't we know of someone that's always filing false police reports and they run and, you know, bow down to him and stuff, you know? Am I wrong? Alright, so this is a conversation I had with someone that's close in the case. I'm not going to say who. But they had sent me the video that had the article and the emails and stuff, and so I started going back and forth asking questions. So I said, is she getting sued again? And it says possibly criminal charges also. I respond, oh dang. And it says, from what I gathered, her own attorney turned on her. And I said, oh wow, she must be bad then. She made false allegations. She also claimed Regina Ward recruited her to gather info for the FBI. Says she also claimed Regina Ward recruited her to gather info for the FBI. Let that process. And right when they sent that, I was asking, wasn't she affiliated with the Ward too? And then they said that, and I said, I guess you answered. And I put, oh really, I didn't know she said all that. And then, yes, yeah, she's obviously a nutcase. And I said, I don't trust Ward as it is. And it says, the article said, if it were true, Regina could face federal charges and disbarment. And I put, oh dang, I know she's hurt a lot of people, and we know that Ward has. So, I mean, this is coming from other witnesses and people that have dealt with Ward. So, I mean, that's just, I mean, it's out there. And it says, I think all these crazy women, including Regina, are about to get what's coming to them. Said, I find it odd that she took Mica's case and she knew exactly who J.P. Diddy was. Money. That's, a lot of us have agreed on that as well, because she went to 3 other attorneys, and as soon as they found out who J.P. Diddy was or who they were going against, they were like, no, they weren't going to take it. And you can't tell me that. And I remember hearing it in the beginning, so if I can find it, or if anybody else finds it, let me know. But I remember hearing in the beginning when Regina Ward first started talking that when she found out who she was going against, Regina said, yes, I will take your case. Now, I don't know if any of that's been deleted or whatever. If anybody else remembers it, let me know, because I know I'm not the only one that saw it and caught it. And this was like back in the beginning when things started coming out, and it was, you know, gaining like more, I guess, like attention, and Regina Ward was starting to speak. I think she was speaking with the family, or like, you know, like on a show or something, like she was with the family and they were speaking. And I put, yep, thought she was getting a payday. And she did. Mica's family paid her over $20,000, which I don't doubt. Do I know that to be fact? No, I don't. But I wouldn't doubt it. And yeah, I even put on here, I know Mica went to 3 other attorneys, and after finding out it was JP, they turned her down. And they did. They turned her down. Now, if we go back to Mr. Roberts' interview, he talks about the attorneys and how all of those people are like intertwined, and like pretty much like when you go hire an attorney, I guess depending on the case or how big the case or whatever, like it is like pretty much picked out for you. Not his exact words, but I'm just summarizing. But like the attorney is picked out pretty much, or the attorney not picked out, but the attorneys they have to I guess it's like Mica's case, for instance. You know, it's like, you know, Mica went to the first lawyer, and, you know, that lawyer and his group, you know, they find out who JP Diddy is, and they're like, no, you cannot do that. So, decline Mica. Second attorney, same thing. Third attorney, same thing. But with Regina being in the position she was in, y'all get what I'm saying? I mean, am I making sense? I hope I am. But let's see. Alright, and then oh, and I put on there trying to get a little more information about this, because it's something I have wondered too, and I've thought about reaching out to Mr. Francis. I mean, I doubt he would message me back, but, and I've always wondered how the family felt about her. And this person says, I'm sure they no longer like her. Yeah, I feel the same. She forced them to settle. I wonder why. I mean, I know why. Y'all know why. It's like a rhetorical question, you know, like, yeah, because remember, her and Russell B. Wrong had a conversation before that hearing started, and then all of a sudden it was, oh, y'all gonna settle. You know, like that. Like, Russell came with, okay, this is what we want to do, like, we'll settle, you know, this and that, the other, and these are the stipulations. But then, and Ward was like, yeah, because she'll get her money, and then she ain't got to deal with the rest of the stuff. So she pretty much screwed them over on any kind of wrongful death lawsuit, or like anything that they could do. Like, she screwed them over. And let's see, what else? There was something else that I was told today. Let's see. Oh, and about the church being sold. It was only the building and the land, not the actual congregation. So JP Diddy still has his church, still has his home. And one thing I don't understand, okay, he sold the building of Solid Rock, right? But how many times has it been sold since between then and now? Because remember, if we go back, remember CJ came across and found out that it had been sold to that brain place, you know, where they do the electrical shock therapy or whatever to your brain. What happened to them? It was like they just vanished and we ain't heard nothing else about them. But remember, they was hyping up that business, and now we don't hear nothing about them. And then it gets sold again to, I don't know, there's just so many transfer of hands and a lot of assets and things being moved around, which I didn't think he was supposed to do with the FBI investigation, but he's doing it. So what does that tell us about the FBI investigation? So, and y'all know how I feel about that. And I'm not going to tell you that, you know, I talked to the FBI and I got a direct link and I know everything, because I don't. But I can tell you what I've observed and what I've seen, you know, and what I've heard from others. And let's see. If I were to get sued, I personally would not take JPD's. Yeah, and if anybody else gets in one of these lawsuits, I forget who put this. It might have been, they can't unalive us all. You have to read between the lines for that, because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But about if you end up in one of these lawsuits, like, don't go up there and sign your name and say, okay, like, serve me or whatever, or like, no, like, don't do that, because you're pretty much like agreeing or whatever. Like, you're just handing yourself to the courts, you know. I know me, I ain't answering my door. I don't know you. I don't even answer my phone. If you're not in my contacts, you better text me first. But yeah, don't make it easy for these folks to act a fool out here. So, but all right, y'all, I gotta get in and get to work. And but I just wanted to give y'all those quick little updates, which may be nothing, which may be something. It's a lot, but let me know what y'all think, and I love y'all. And if today's your if today's your birthday, happy birthday, and have a great day. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if today's your birthday, happy birthday!